What's up? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and this is a quick review of the Avialogic mini drone H12, and this is it right here. Little quadcopter. It's a folding quadcopter. The arms fold like that. Check it out. And so this thing fits right inside the case here. Another one of those. Pretty interesting the way it fits in and all. So it goes in like that. And all, we got the accessories right here on the back. And I did take this out for a flight. This is what the USB charging cable looks like, because I left it inside when I took it outside. And so there it is. There's the cover there for the batteries. When I got outside, I couldn't find the battery cover. I thought I left it in, but I ended up finding it outside. I had dropped it on the way out. So that's what it looks like there. Takes a little screw right here. So let's go check out that outdoor flight and review that I did of this little guy. What's up? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and this is the Avialogic mini drone H12, a little foldable quadcopter, and it fits inside the transmitter, as you can see. And on the back here, we have a little compartment for an extra set of props. We have prop guards in here. We also had a screwdriver in here and a USB charging cable, and those things are in the house. I forgot to bring them out. But nevertheless, we about to get this thing in the air and check it out. I have been flying it already, so I can tell you a few things about it. This here is the rates button. So it has 3 rates, and this here is the headless mode. This here is marked as return to home, but it just makes it fly backwards down the heading. And this one here, I was thinking it makes it do flips, but it doesn't make it do flips. This activates the yaw, and there's no way to control it, even if you have headless mode on. So I don't know, I think that's a useless mode there. This button here is auto takeoff, auto landing. You can also start the motors to spinning by going up on the throttle stick. It does have altitude hold, so we have self-centering throttle there. These are all trim buttons, and I think this stop button does nothing when you press it once, but if you hold it down, it'll cause this quad to just fall out of the sky. Safety reasons, in case it's flying away. But I don't understand that, because if you lose connection with it, you're not going to be able to hold this button down. It's not going to do anything if you hold this button down. But if it's getting away from you and you lose orientation or something like that, but you still have connection with the transmitter, you can hold this button here, and that'll make it fall out of the sky. It takes 2 AAA batteries, and that goes in a compartment down here. I dropped the cover to it in the house. It's one of those annoying ones that you have to put a screw in, but it works once you put the screw in. You just have to remove the screw whenever you want to take the batteries out. If the batteries die on you, you have to keep removing that screw. Let's get this guy out of here so you can have a look at it. Holding the camera in my hand, so a little difficult to get this thing unfolded. So it unfolds like this. And I guess this is maybe nano size. This is the size in between a nano and a micro. And so I still categorize this as a nano. It's not quite a micro. It does have a button on the back here. You hold that button in and it turns the lights on, starts this thing. There's a bright LED in the front. So not really a good night flyer, you would imagine. And we have the on and off switch inside there. So let's turn that on. So it's bound, it binds to the transmitter automatically. So let's press the auto takeoff. And we're in low rates, so it has a decent amount of pitch in low rates. We have a slight wind out here, and it's handling it. Side flying aileron, fighting against the wind. That's going with the wind. We're flying forward here, flying backwards. Let's change the rates really quick. Okay, we're in second rates. The yaw stays the same. This is the yaw here. show you that before this thing runs out of battery. Side flying aileron there on second rates. Going against the wind right there. Forward flying is a little faster. Going against the wind. Going with the wind, going backwards. Okay, so let's go to the third rates. We're on the third rate. Let's check out the yaw again. That's the yaw. And the wind switched up on me. It's blowing it behind me now. This is forward flying. So it gets a little sporty. Not too sporty. Is enough to fight a light breeze like we have out here now. Side flying aileron in effect now. Okay, now let's try a flip. You press the right stick in to do a flip. Let's try it again. Flips nicely in all directions. Okay, let's bring it down. We're getting up a little high, but we're losing the sun, so maybe that's a better spot. That's a better spot for you guys to see it. Okay, let's try headless mode. We're in headless mode, and headless mode works really nice. The heading is the gate up there, so I'm flying to the side. Still have control of it. Okay, you have to press it again to get out of headless mode. And let's try the one key return thing. It just flies backwards, and it's confused. It's flying to the side. Let's look at it again. Yeah, it's trying to fly to the side. The wind's blowing it back to me. But let me show you guys this weird 360 thing. The button that you would think is a flip button, it actually makes this thing spin around. Let's hit it. And so it's spinning, and you have no control whatsoever over it. I guess you can make it do funnels, but you can't really control it like as to which way it's flying. So it has a decent, what's up now, how you? It has a decent flight time. So we've been flying for maybe about 3 minutes, it seems like, and still no flashing from the LEDs. It does land automatically. So let's just fly it around, see how sporty it gets. Oh, maybe that button is good for some funnels. Let's try that button again. Okay, we're doing some funnels. I guess that's the way that we can do some funnels with it. So this thing is a pretty nice flyer. Not bad at all. A little fun flyer. If you put the prop guards on it, you probably can fly this thing indoors and have a little fun with it on low rates. High rates, it's a little fast for a beginner. Intermediate flyers probably can fly this with no problem on all rates, but they probably would prefer this high rate here. Let's see if it can do some flips while flying. Yeah, it did it. It slowed down. And still no flashing from the LEDs, no LVC. So this thing has a really nice flight time. I don't know too much about the range. I generally don't test range, because what happens when you fly out of range? You don't know. You might fly away. Some people like to turn off the transmitter and see if it continues to spin the props, but that's not really that accurate, because I found that some quads that still spin, or don't spin rather, when you just turn off the transmitter, it'll still take off on you when you start to get low with the RF signals. It'll still take off on you. So not that accurate of a way to really test that. So I just don't do it. So I have to say I'm impressed with the flight time of this now. This is the first time I've flown this outdoors. I have tested it indoors to find out about the weird yaw spin tornado thing that it does with that button. But I never flew it until it actually landed. I did fly it on a half a battery before. Well, right out of box, I didn't charge it right away, and so I flew it until it landed, and that's how I know that it lands automatically at LVC, but I had no idea that it flew this long. So we're at LVC now, and I think I'm just going to let it land on its own. I'm not going to land it. I guess we can test the emergency stop button. But that's just going to make it drop. What's up, bro? So we just going to wait for it to land on its own. And it's landed. And so it landed on its own. Not bad at all. The Avialogic mini drone H12. A little foldable, portable quadcopter that fits inside the case. Fits inside the transmitter. Thanks for watching.